Alright. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today, as you can see, I'm already raising our next batch of penguins. I went back into the Devourer cave last night, which is the cave that's on the Dead Island. As you can see, I grabbed the artifact a second time, so now I have two. But also, I found a really good blueprint in that cave last night. It's a blueprint for a fabricated pistol. This one right here. Damn, look at that poly. I did not look at that. Oof. I mean, I saw when I grabbed the blueprint like what it was, but I didn't look at the crafting requirements. This thing requires 1200 polymer to make one. Jeez, man. The metal is not so bad. The 721 metal, I'm not worried about that, but 1263 polymer to craft is oof. But I guess it's to be expected. It is an ascended fabricated pistol. So I think I'm gonna craft this, and I'm probably gonna be using this often now throughout the playthrough. Like instead of wasting my sniper rifle ammo, I might just switch to this. Cause I mean we have a ton of like fabricated pistol ammo that we had no pistol for. Like we have all this ammo. It's taking up like majority of the vault. I think we had like a primitive fabricated pistol, but nope, we don't even have a primitive one. I probably grinded it down, but yeah, I didn't have a pistol that I felt was good enough to use, so I was just stockpiling all the ammo, and now I do have one, so I'm probably gonna put it to use. Okay, one thing I just feel like I gotta say about these snails, you really have to keep them fed. Like, these guys, I mean, it takes like maybe it took like 2 days for them to eat all the veggie cakes. But I made them 10 veggie cakes a piece, and they've eaten them all now, so I have to make more. But like every 2 days, unless you have like a tech trough, which we don't, but I mean, as of right now, just keeping food in their inventory, I'm like making veggie cakes every 2 days or something, which doesn't seem like a lot, maybe, but when you start having to craft these veggie cakes every 2 days, you start to realize, like, bro, I'm having to do this so much. So, yeah, you know, if you tame any snails, you have that. Okay, so I'm out of sap once again. So I'm just going to make some sap taps, some additional ones to go on my platform that I already have out there. Oops, it would not be in structures, it would be miscellaneous. Nope. Okay, maybe it is in structures. Oh, structures miscellaneous. Okay. It requires 100 metal to make one of these. There's always so much hostility in the freaking redwoods, man. Like, as soon as you get here, you just hear things dying. You know, you just hear things fighting and dying. It's hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna move these platforms to somewhere else, because I just tried to place more sap taps, and of course it's still doing the same thing where when you place a sap tap, like, it's not letting me access the inventory of the sap tap for whatever reason. So I already collected the sap out of these, and I'm gonna move them. I don't know what the issue is, man. I've had to move trees like 2 or 3 times, so not sure if this will ever, you know, not be a thing. Dude, so I was just flying around here looking for a spot to place my platforms, Oh man, I almost got freaking thylated, bro. Look at this. Oh, there's two of them there. 80. What's the other? But look at that. There's another one just sitting on the tree. So these are the things that jump out of the trees and grab you if you don't know. So you gotta look out for those because, I mean, they literally just jump out of nowhere and they snatch you right off of whatever creature you're on. And you know, before you know it, you're dead. But yeah, I just thought it was crazy. You know, they're just so stealthy, you almost don't even know they're there. Okay, so I just found the strangest tree ever. I thought this was one big tree, like just one like chunky tree, but it turns out it's actually two trees, which I didn't realize. It's like two trees so close together, they're like grown together, like conjoined twins or something. Conjoined twin trees. Anyway, as I was placing the sap taps, I was checking to make sure that I can access all of them, and we've had to move quite a lot. I've placed down the platforms at a few trees, and every time I had to move because there would be like 3 or 4 spots where you just could not access the sap tap. I don't want that. So if I cannot access my sap taps, I'm just not gonna place them there. But this is cool because look at this. Like we can look at how we can place these sap taps on this tree. Like it's crazy. Can't place any down here. Okay. Let me make sure those are accessible though. I mean, like I'm fine with this. I don't even mind as long as I can actually access the inventory of the sap tap. Oh, you can't. Okay, so here's one. Already having an issue. Okay. But it seems to be with like every tree. I've moved to a bunch of trees, and it seems every tree has spaces where you cannot access the sap taps. And I don't know why. It's very annoying though. So I was kind of hopeful with this one, but as you can see, we can't access those, and it's like cutting off the fourth side for the last sap tap because of the other tree. Look at that one. Gotta be careful, folks. You literally almost never notice them. They just sit on the side of these trees. They wait for you to come by, and then you're dead. Okay, so I finally found a spot that somewhat works, mostly. This one I was able to get 10 out of 12 of the sap taps placed. So we'll have 10 taps to collect from instead of just like the 8 we were doing before. And I guess that's okay. I really wanted to be able to use all 12 of my sap taps because, you know, we want to get the maximum amount, but I'll take 10 out of 12. I think that's okay. It's still very annoying that this game is like acting like this, but yeah, 10 out of 12 is good, I think. So we're just gonna set our new sap waypoint here. Stealing from beavers. Always loot those beaver dams. Dude, check out the size of this baby Karcher. Level 102 is a baby. It's as tall as me. That's insane. It's a big baby. Okay, so I realized a way that I can now determine how many points are being used on a creature's stats. Would it be like this just by looking at the incubator? As you can see, this baby Rex is born from a parent that's level 6 and a parent that's level 199. So there's a 50% chance that it gets stats from either parents. So if it has a really low stat, that means it obviously came from the low level parent. And if it has a higher stat, then it obviously came from the higher parent. So with this one, I see that it has 3 points in health, which means that those 3 points must have come from the level 6 Rex because the level 199 obviously has more than 3 points. So just looking at the stats like that is how I'm going to be able to determine how many points each parent has in each stat. So it looks like this one has a bunch of higher stats. Um, Most of the stats are 20 or, over 20, except for the health. So that means this one has all the stats of the higher parent except for health. So I'm going to take down these stats. I'm just typing them in my phone. Let's see, 36 health, 27 weight, 29 melee, 40 food. I don't think I really need to keep track of the food because, yeah, I don't need to keep. I'll do it anyway, just cause, just for now. It has 38 oxygen. Okay, so we have 5 of the 6 stats from the high parent. And we know that the lower parent has 3 health. I mean, I don't really need to know that. But yeah, so I'm going to type these stats on the... Oh, geez, I'm heavy as shit. Let's get rid of some of these. That did nothing. God dang it. Let's drop these 3 cartridge eggs. Let's get some weight off. Okay, so I'm going to type these on the higher parent here. I realized I said 36 health, and it's 36 stamina, not health. Jesus Christ. The mistakes I make. But in order to find out the health of the Rex, I'm going to use some other eggs, because we have other eggs. I'm going to use some other eggs to see if one of these has the higher health stat. And if they do, then that means we'll know all the stat points that were used for the high level Rex that we have. So I'm gonna use like one of these and just see. That one has 3 health. This might be the same one we just took out of here. I don't know. No, it was that one. 28 health. So 28 is the health. That was the only stat we didn't know, and now we know it. Okay. So out of all these Rexes that are born, we need one of... what we want eventually is to get a Rex that has the high health, the high stamina, maybe, the high weight, the melee, and the only thing we don't need is the oxygen, really. So we want to get an egg that has like higher of the other stats but low oxygen, because oxygen is like a useless stat on a Rex. So those points are wasted. Like this one has 0 points in oxygen. That's great. We don't want any points in oxygen. But it also has 3 points in health, 1 point in stamina, and that's not great. So we just gotta let them keep breeding until we get an egg that's like favorable. Let me take a few of these out. those were level 6 parents. Okay. So let me check that one. This one, oh no, that one's no good. This one up here is no good as well. This one could be okay if the food wasn't one. We still want the Rex to have a good amount of food because we don't want it to starve out and die quickly, you know? So, I don't know. Let me see what the food is of the level 6 Rex. Well, 3,300 is still pretty good, I think. Let me see. This one's got 15,000 food. You know what? I just might. I'm not gonna lie, I just might keep that one. Which one was it? This one, level 90. Oh, never mind. I just realized it has 0 points in melee. Damn, there's always something. There's always like one stat that's just throwing it off, bro. If it had the melee, this one would have been perfect. We want lower food, lower oxygen, and more of the health, stamina, melee. The weight, too, you kind of need because you need the Rex to be able to carry you, you know, and like anything you're carrying. So, I mean, as of right now, none of these Rex eggs are favorable, but that's okay. We will continue looking. Oh, whoops. I wasn't trying to take that out. Okay. Well, now that I've taken care of pretty much everything I needed to here at base, I think it's about time I head into another cave. Now, I am going to head into the lava one today, I think. The one that's, like, very dangerous. There's lava in there. If you miss a step, you're going to die. It's, like, right here. So we're going to be going around here. Gonna get my sabers and gear and things together. Okay, gonna see if I can gather up enough polymer from my penguins real quick to craft this pistol, because I want to take this in the cave. I'm probably, I don't know if I'm gonna keep my rifle on me. I'm probably just gonna take the pistol. Okay, so you really have to wait until these babies have reached like adulthood, because you don't really get nothing from the babies. I mean, I killed a couple babies and I got like 12 polymer from them. It's weird because I think like in the wild it's like opposite. Like a wild baby penguin will give you more polymer than a wild adult penguin. But when they're your tame, the adult will give you more than the baby. So just keep that in mind if you don't really know much about the game. If you're raising your own penguins, you need to wait till they reach adulthood. So we didn't get much because a lot of them we just killed were babies. We have less than 100 and we need 1,200. So I'm gonna have to craft a lot of polymer, I guess. Okay, so I broke down a bunch of things that would give me polymer, and I crafted up some polymer, and then also I got the polymer that I got from killing the penguins, but still it just was not enough. We're still like halfway off. We got about 700 polymer and we need 1,200, or over 1,200, so we're just not going to make the pistol today. We'll just use our rifle, which is fine, but I just wanted to use the pistol since I have all that pistol ammo. But I am going to take some grappling hooks with me in this cave. And I'm taking grappling hooks because this is a very dangerous cave, and you want to have some grappling hooks for all the lava pools, you know, in case you need to get over any of them. So I'm going to take some grappling hooks, and we're going to put those to use. And I forgot to state, grappling hooks can only be used in a crossbow for anyone who is unfamiliar. Okay, so I believe I have everything I need. We've got I'm gonna take an extra canteen in this cave just because of the lava is gonna make us hot, which means we're gonna be getting thirsty a lot more. Turn that off. We're gonna be getting thirsty a lot more, which means we're gonna have to drink a lot more water. So I'm taking 2 canteens. I've got 20 grappling hooks. 20 grappling hooks. Got some ammo for my rifle. Got lesser antidotes for when I get the mega rabies, and medical brews, of course. I do not have my flak armor. That's what I don't have. I should probably get that. Let's get our flak armor. I don't know if I'm gonna actually wear the flak armor or not in the cave, because flak armor makes you hot already, and then it's gonna be hot in the cave as well, so we might not actually wear the flak. I might just leave it. I might just leave it in my inventory or something, but I don't know. I'll just probably keep my cloth on just for the temperature purposes. Okay, so here we are at the cave. Someone's built like a base above it, but it is right here. Small little cave entrance. Rainio and Etha can obviously not go through here. Map location is 74.2, 92.3. But it's easy to find because it's literally like a little like half crescent thing going on up in here, or like a crescent, you know, like a dip or whatever. On the map, it's pretty easy, pretty recognizable. So yeah, let's get in here and see what this cave is all about. I'm gonna cryo my Rhinio this time because I don't want to leave it out here in the wild. Even though we're on the beach, and you know, beaches are generally safe in the game. One time I left my Rhinio on the beach out here, and I came back and it was being attacked by a Rex. Don't know why a Rex was on the beach, but it was on the beach, and it was attacking my Rhinio. So, yeah. Probably gonna record this entire thing just so you know what to expect when you come in this cave. I know this cave is pretty dangerous, so a little bit of lag there. There is a point when you get in, like right here, this big open room. I can probably throw my Rhinio out here, yeah, but can't mount it. Obviously, you can board the passenger seat, but you can't fly in here. You can't fly in a cave, period. So Rhinio can hang out here. This is a safe area. We haven't really entered the cave just yet. I mean, we have to go further in. But you can leave your Rhinio here. It's a safe space. And I'm going to leave a sleeping bag here as well. So I have one sleeping bag here. Well, yeah, you know, that's fine. One sleeping bag there, and I'll name it so I know which one it is, because I'm going to place 2 in here. This one's going to be entrance. So we'll know where that one is. And then, look at that. There's some lava. There's a supply drop right down there, so we're going to get around to that. I'm going to place the second one here. And we'll name this one Start. Because, I mean, this is where, like, the cave actually starts. We move ahead a little bit more from here. We're going to start seeing creatures and things like that. So I'm going to leave my spare saber here with the cryopods. Put my my second canteen down here. I don't remember if there's arthropluras in this cave or not. I seriously cannot remember. So if we see any, then, you know, obviously bringing your armor in here isn't a good idea because it's just going to get broken. But if we don't see any, then that's great. I really don't believe that there are any in here, though. I don't remember them being in the lava cave. So anyway, here we go. Here comes. Just gonna fight my way through all these things. You can find dung beetles in this cave too. I think you find dung beetles in every cave. Just gonna collect all this chitin. Definitely don't want to leave any of that behind. And just make sure when you go into these caves, you don't just go rushing in, unless you have like a really, really powerful creature, like something with very high health and very high melee damage. But with a saber like this, like you don't want to go rushing in because your saber can get easily overwhelmed by the sheer number of enemies in here. And the levels of the creatures in the caves are always a bit high. So you want to make sure you're not putting yourself in a tricky situation to where like you get swarmed and you can't escape and they kill you. So yeah, so just like take the caves a bit slow, you know, just like ease your way in. Lure in a few creatures at a time if you can. Like don't try to lure everything over to you at once. Let's go ahead and use our first antidote. Okay. Oh. And you know, thanks to this, we're already collecting lots of chitin and hide, so we'll have lots of resources to bring back to base with us. Wow, look at all this crap. There's even baby Delos in here. So we got cave babies. Okay. I'm gonna go this way first, a little bit, Sometimes there can be a supply drop like right over there. Like right over there. Of course, we would just grapple across from here, but no need to do that right now because there's nothing over there today. I am going to go this way a little bit and just look and see what's over this way. There's a lot of stuff there, though. Look at all that stuff, bro. Oh, this one might be... We might be in trouble on this one. Oh, yeah, we're getting swarmed. We might have to run for it if we can. Jeez Louise. This is why I say, you know, make sure you slowly ease your way in. You know, don't just go rushing in because this is only half of what was over there. There's still a lot more creatures sitting over there that haven't come towards us yet. But if we just ran straight in and we got all of those things to attack us, we'd definitely be dead right now. So hopefully nothing else comes over and joins the fight, because right now we're like barely managing what we've got here already. Gotta heal our saber up. Okay. Gonna take some time here to heal up the saber, and then we'll be back. The saber is healed. Gonna go ahead and drop the rest of this meat because we are getting kind of high up on the weight. I'm gonna take all this stuff, and I should check these bags. Sure, they've got some. Oh, that's just what I dropped. They've got some valuables. Jeez, the game's being kind of laggy. Oh, these bags are despawning. Okay. Alright, well. It is time to continue on now. We should be able to handle the rest of this, I think. We'll be alright. Yeah, get your ass out of here. Okay, gonna drop the rest of this. And we're keeping the rest of that. Look how much chitin and hide we're collecting. Like, caves are a great way to collect resources and loot, because there's loot crates in here, so you want to look out for those. And also be careful because, you know, this is a dangerous place. Now I'm debating on if I want to go this way or not. Oof, look at that. Look at that danger. You know, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Just be very careful with what you do in this cave. You know, where you step, blah, blah, blah. Don't even do what I'm doing, because I'm like taking little spurts of, you know, sprint. But I wouldn't even recommend that, because, you know, when you're going down like a steep part like this, like if you're running, your saber will just like lunge. You don't want to jump around in here, or you don't want to be, you know, lunged into some lava down below. So, you know, just be very, very careful. Like, I would recommend you just like slow walk. But I'm just doing this because I'm a little bit familiar with the cave, so, you know, I'll be okay. And if not, then whatever. I was really just gonna try and ignore these stupid spiders. But I mean, they're already coming after us now, so. Stupid spider webs. Can't sprint. Oh, we'll take that. Okay, sometimes there's like a drop around here. So, you know. There's some creatures stuck behind this wall, as you can see. That happens a lot in this game. So, you know, just look out for that. Because, you know, even if you think there's like nothing around, there's a lot of times in the caves where there's creatures stuck in the walls. So, never let your guard down. Because even though they're stuck in the wall, they can squeeze out in some places. The game is just kind of buggy. And sometimes they do find like a little spot where they get out of the wall. And then, of course, you know, that's more enemies attacking you at that time. So, you know, just be aware of everything that's happening around you. And you can attack them through the wall. If you see them in the wall like that, you can still attack them. They can still attack you as well. So, you know, just be careful on the wall. Let's go ahead and drop the meat. I'll take the rest of that. Dang, where'd y'all come from? I don't really remember where this way leads. Oh, this leads to what's it called? Explorer note, which I should probably grab before I even fight all these creatures, because, you know, we want to make sure we get some XP.
I admit there are times when it is useful to live among simpletons. For example, I would...
Come on, you little scrubs. There's another explorer node, like, right over here on the edge, which is very dangerous. If I can grab it. There we go.
Over speed often keep large schools of manta to right. Its capability to briefly leap out of water provides it a showy tactic for avoiding combat as well. A quick jab through the heart of an unsuspecting survivor can easily take them by surprise. Thusly, many tribes use it as an escort for their slower cargo-carrying swimmers.
I don't remember if there's like another one up here or something. This cave is kind of expansive, so it goes on for quite a bit. What part of the cave is this? Oh, I think we already crossed this part. Did we? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we came from this way, actually. Yeah, we did. We came from this way. Alright, so let's head back. So we were down here. Be on the lookout for supply drops in here, because sometimes they spawn like over there. It could spawn like there you go. It could spawn like right over there. So you'd have to like grapple across, or maybe you can risk it and try jumping across with your saber on those rocks right there. But I wouldn't risk jumping. I would just grapple because it's safer. And so far we haven't gotten to a point where we've had to grapple, so we're alright. Get out of here, man. There we go. And of course you see there's lots of obsidian and like crystal. These are harvestable crystals. You can't collect those. So there's lots of crystal, metal, obsidian in the cave. Just like in any other cave, they always have these resources. Finally. Alright, gonna heal my saber up. Alright, time to continue on. I don't think there's like anything we need over here really. Ooh, that's dangerous. Well, we ain't going that way. Look at all that over there. It's crazy. We are near the artifact now, though. Once you get down here to like where the lava is, you're at the artifact pretty much. Look at that, we got another explorer note.
Megaloceros latus corona is a very skittish herbivore.
There's the artifact over there. So you can either jump across these rocks, which I wouldn't recommend, or we can go around, which I am gonna do. So the way around would just simply be right here. And you go over that way. You still have to jump over some lava right there. But, you know, we should know how to do that by now. Still very risky, so, you know, make sure you're being careful. If you happen to get webbed, do not attempt to jump this while you're webbed. Obviously, your creature will not make the jump because the web does slow you down, so you'll fall in the lava for sure. So, you know, you just make sure until, you just wait until the web goes away. We have a supply drop over there. So I'm going to grapple over to that. Now this jump right here is extremely dangerous. I don't know if I can make this one, and I'm really kind of nervous. But I really hope we do make it. Oof. That one's scary. We need to get an otter for these caves, man. An otter would help out a great deal. But here we go. This is our second artifact. Check it out, people. Looks pretty nice. This is the artifact of the massive. So we now have the artifact of the devourer and the artifact of the massive. I'm going to grapple over to that supply drop. The way you use grapples is simply just, you know, hold your crossbow up to whatever, and then you just shoot. And make sure you hold R2 to like reel yourself in, and then you press R3 to disconnect the grapple once you've made it to your destination. Oh wow, check that out. That's nice. This can be broken down. Be careful with how you detach from the grappling hook, because it is kind of based on momentum. So if you're like still moving pretty quick on the grappling line and you disconnect it, you're not just gonna drop like right where you are. Like if there's like a safe patch under you, you're gonna like keep going forward as you're. Oh my god. Oof. That scared me. I thought for sure we were gonna die. Okay, so we stepped in a little bit of lava, but it's fine. We're alright. The artifact has already respawned. If I had an otter, that'd be great, but we don't, so nothing we can do there. See if we can make this. Jumping across these little lava bits make me so nervous, as they should, because I mean, these things are extremely dangerous. Now, the way we're gonna go back is the kind of like the way we the other way around from where we came. If I remember. So we're gonna go this way. Saber could definitely use some health right now, but we have no meat. It's fine. Oof, I'm so nervous. Okay, this is where we originally jumped from. Oh, oh my god. Dude, that scared the shit out of me. Okay. Keep moving, keep moving. Very scary situation. I get so nervous on these jumps. Oh, I think we have a supply drop over there this time. I see a purple glow, which indicates there may be a supply crate there. And some of the creatures have respawned already. Is there a dropper? No, I don't think there is. I can't tell. I think there's just a random purple glow there. I don't think there's a supply drop. Would have been nice if there was, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. It just looks like there's a glow. Okay. We can just, like, jump past these guys. I'm not really interested in fighting them. However, we will get that purple supply drop now that we saw earlier. Just gonna make my way. Kill these bats that are trailing me. Oh, it's just one. Okay. Said iguanodon saddle. Yeah. And we're already overweight. Oh boy. Boy. I don't want to have to drop things, but I might have to drop. No. I'm not going to drop anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grapple from here. So I'm going to grapple to, like, right up there. That's where we left our first saber. It's just up there. There's like a little ledge. I don't know if you can see it too well from here, but we're just gonna avoid the lava and grapple up. Okay. Oh, I'm burning. I did not avoid the lava. Well, good thing we have a lot of health. I'm just gonna go ahead and put these things, or you know what? No, doesn't even make sense. We might as well just go ahead and we can't. We have to cryo it to get it out of the cave eventually. Well, you know what? It's fine. Let's just go ahead and do this. Oh, we are going to need our ammo back. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, wait, we need our grapples. Grapples. Cannot leave those grapples. Okay, well, I'm not going to grapple back down there because I thought that avoided the lava, but apparently it doesn't. But I can grapple from here, I think. I might not even need to. I could probably just jump. Yeah, I can just jump down. Take a little fall damage, but it's alright. Okay. Now definitely do not run on this part, because this is one of those little like downhill pieces where if you run right here, your saber is gonna get launched to like over there, and there is a lava pit just ahead. So you don't want to run at this part at all. When you're going downhill, do not run, because it's just gonna send you flying like straight into the lava. Yeah, we would have went flying like right into that. And I've done it before. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. It's happened to my tribe mate as well. We both were like running down that hill, and it just flew us straight into this pit, and we lost all of our things, and we burned. And of course, you know, that was terrible. Let's look over here. Don't think there's anything over here like of value. It's just a bunch of creatures we could kill, but I'm really just kind of gonna ignore them. There is a supply drop over there that I want to get. Be sure not to oversend your jumps if you're jumping, you know. I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, you can't force your creature to, like, not oversend the jump, but, you know, just kind of calculate where you're jumping from if you're going to do a jump, so you don't overshoot and miss the ledge or whatever. This one's annoying. Am I hitting? I don't even know if I'm hitting it or not. It kind of looks like I am, but at the same time, it kind of looks like I'm not. Okay. There we go. Alright, now let's see what we got in here. What's that? Oh, a Dunkley saddle. A Dunkley steel saddle. That's cool. We can use that if we find a good dunk. I don't think there's any more drops in here that'll spawn, so I don't think we need to continue on. We could just go back now. I kind of want to check just for the sake of checking and like confirming that there's nothing else, but at the same time, I don't want to spend any more time in here. Like, this cave is so dangerous, and I don't want to die. So yeah, we're just gonna get out. But you can find really good drops in here. I think you can find like red drops. Of course, you can find yellow drops. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get out because we've spent quite enough time in here, and I'm over it, ready to go. Oh, almost left my cryopods. That would have been so stupid. Anyway, so here we are now. Made it back. I'm going to collect all my things, and we're gonna get out of here. like carry everything that this radio has. Yes, okay, we're good. I'm not gonna keep the berries. They're just gonna spoil anyway. This is why it's important to have, you know, some good weight on your character, because, I mean, we went in here and we collected quite a bit of stuff. And look at us, we're going home with all of it, you know. Lots of resources. Look at all that hide, all that chitin. Very valuable. And we got lots of stuff that we can grind down in the grinder for more resources. So, and there we go. We've made it. Second cave complete. So, you know, thanks for coming along, and way to go, my friend. You survived. Alright, time to head back home.